Hi, ladies and gentlemen. Eddie Marcus here again. Got some good news for you. I'm going to repeat a message that I gave you several years ago. I'm going to repeat it again. It is more obvious than ever. America is going to change. America is going to become a much, much better nation than she's ever been. The evils of her past, she will correct them by admitting them and taking care of the accountability for them. America will become a truly beacon to the world. And it's going to happen this way because the change that is going to happen to America will not come by the guidance of the slave master. No, white people will not be saving America. They'll be helping, but they won't be in leadership saving America. What I mean, leadership in the top position. They can't do it. They don't have the reputation. They are untrustworthy when it comes down to certain things. And this, they will never be trusted again. So who will be doing it? It will be a representative from the descendants of slaves. Yes, slaves, my friend, they have been through hell. Many of them are still going through hell. And none of them feel good in hell. And all they want to do is get out of hell. And one of the lessons that they've learned is that you cannot get out of hell by putting somebody else in hell. It's going to take all of us working together to get out of hell. Black people knows that. Now, when I say the leadership will come from black people or people of color, leadership is going to come that way. Now, I know many of you in that community are wondering and hoping and thinking that it's going to be you. But let me tell you something. This is nothing that you can just sit up and say, I'm going to do it. I'm going to throw my hat in. No, my friends, because this is a special requirement that takes special instructions to give to the people so the people can take the proper action. This concern, my friend, is about all of the people starting in America because this is where we're at. But the whole purpose is that once America has done its business, she becomes an example to the whole world about how to fix this problem. And whomever is chosen, not by just you, the people, but by the Spirit of truth, will have this in mind that every individual will, in one way or another, play a role in the process of creating all of the goods and services that we, the people, have determined are essential. We do that already anyway, but we're doing it in a system that robs us, a Ponzi scheme, an effort to deceive the people by lying to us. So what this will do is engage everybody. Now that might mean mothers who love to stay at home and raise their kids. That might, or it means anything that requires service, any job, let's put it that way, that requires somebody to do something. There are people on this earth that came here to do that something and love doing it. It gives them their greatest joy. It might take a lot of education because they have a big brain. It might not take any education, but they're here to do it. And even they and everybody is entitled to the basic human rights: food, clothing, shelter, education, health care, transportation, infrastructure, and truly anything that's made by the hands of man that they, the public, need, want, or desire at their leisure. Why? Because the resources that are used are given by God. No human being on earth The slave master who had us tricked all that time. The kings and queens and pharaohs and Caesars who had all our ancestors tricked. They don't own that stuff. That stuff belonged to God. They just pulled a scam over the eyes of the people and utilized the people all the way to today. Well, we're woke. Now, let me say it again. We are woke. And black people, my friends, know that there's a God. Most white people say they believe in God, but they don't know God. There is no way they can know God and act the way they've acted. That's good enough. Act the way they've acted. You see how they had all those people who loving God had him over there with Donald Trump, one of the biggest crooks this nation has ever known in government. Not over there to save him, but because they said he was almost like Jesus reincarnated. So they evidence they don't know God. And they taught black people this kind of Christianity stuff. But black people innately know God, that there is a God. We know that there's a God. And we don't mind showing it. So we're going to show that there's a God. So I need everybody, every race, every shade, all the white people to get ready to dream. I want you to start dreaming right now about how is it that everybody could have a career of their own choosing that gives them their greatest joy. Think about it. Think about how all these people who've been sitting around here unemployed most of their lives because of the predicaments they found themselves in, especially in the slums and in the ghettos where these people have been oppressed in such a way that but now they are somebody. They are needed. They are required to change their slums, to change their ghettos, to change their communities into something that's absolutely magnificent and look divine as if it's pearly gates to heaven. And love every minute of it. And ain't got nothing to worry about. And ain't got the answer to nobody but one another. And the response to one another is the beauty that has been transformed to here. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, the message is America's getting ready to change. But guys like DeSantis, you see what that guy, he's a white guy. He represents the slave master. Do you see what he's talking about? He's already saying, white people, it's us. I mean, that's what he's telling the nation, and that's what he's telling the world. Black people, or what else they call them, Black Lives Matter, and they get Antifa. I don't know what Antifa is. But anyway, make sure we don't teach anything that has to do with blackness. We want to make people be just like us. All the ugliness that you have represented to this country and doing through Donald Trump, you want all the people of color to be like you. And all of us go straight to hell quick. No, we ain't that mean. We're going to try to save ourselves. We're going to save ourselves if it's possible. And you, if you want to be. Thank you.